Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart is torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all churched out, hurt and abused. I can't fake what's left to do. Come on. Truth is, I'm weak. No strength to fight, no tears to cry. Even if I tried, but still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne.
She's among the most gifted individuals that you will ever meet on the street. God has allowed for things to happen to strengthen her. From now on, I'm going to give you a name. Candy is a gold.
So Lord, speak right now. Let it fall like rain. Oh yeah, we're desperate. We're chasing.
Candy is my follower. She is a leader, so she always into things trying to improve the life of people in her surroundings.
Upon your glory and to sing to you this song.
Thank you, Candy, for Candy.
Myself, Candy, as
Much about Candy.
I met Candy.
And Candy has been one of the biggest role models to me of how to do that.
The King, I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering.
JP's a production.
Hey, hey, hey. It's okay. Hey, hey. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body.
Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I can't think what's left to do. Even if I try, but still my soul refuses. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Lead me. Truth is, it's time to stop playing these games.
Let's go right down the street.
That's it.
Get it.
Yep. Okay. Don't move.
All right.
Close a little bit. And we'll let it just dry. And
All right. Hang on. Please, you can
What kind of zipper American doing?
Oh, no. Wait a minute, I wasn't ready.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people have seen me like this.
She was going like this. She was. You know that fairy godmother? Yeah, she was like.
The only way to get it on the table.
Oh,
and it looks beautiful.
Is it anything? Is it like what you wanted?
Yes. I'm not sure how long it'll stay that way. I hope you see it before it gets, messed up. But people are like gawking at the fish, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, the fish right here. Right, exactly. Fish. I forgot fish. What?
I'm never gonna get the glitter all the way out. It never goes up.
Yeah, glitter. You'll find glitter like next year.
You rub us 2 years later.
In places you
But it's okay. It's okay. For some reason, though, there's an ant problem.
Yeah, I saw ants
Everywhere. And they, the people keep going and brushing them off. But what you gonna do?
Ants on the table?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So I'm not.
You know
But
what?
I'm not sure what they're attracted to exactly. But
Yeah.
they did clean the chairs, which made me happy because they were dirty, and I was like, they're dirty. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna squeeze out of here. I have. You seem like you're in very capable hands, so it'll be okay. Thank you.
Try not to crush it.
Not to cry.
I believe everyone looked at the name and the city name, the city besides the name, that's where the table is. If your name is me and your city besides your name is Raleigh, so you go sit down on the table with the name of Raleigh on the table. There are these small cards with the name. So
You worked earlier. I'm gonna be real with you. You worked earlier. You're not wearing heels? Yeah.
tonight.
And I am Selo Kahuna. I will also be your MC and host tonight. So you guys are definitely going to have a great night tonight. We're celebrating somebody who's very important. We all are important people in here, but tonight is a special day for somebody.
All right, so not only are we here for Candy's journey to 30, but we're also here for her graduation. Can we give her a hand clap for that? We're going to present the Woman of the Hour. So if everyone could please stand on your feet. The night by inviting Pastor Jean-Pierre, and he's going to come up here and say a quick opening prayer for us.
We all know it is extremely important to always start off with the Spirit, end in the Spirit. Something about Candy is that, of course, the whole time she was going through school, of course, she knew she could not do it without God. But of course, we'll let Pastor Jean-Pierre talk about that.
Let's pray first. We thank you, Lord, for being present in our midst today. We are very glad to be here to celebrate what Candy has achieved. God, you have given to Candy strength, intelligence, life, and all kinds of blessings. We are very thankful to be here and rejoice with her. We give you praise and thanks. Bless the time we will spend together, eating, dancing, talking, and celebrating together. We give all this that you can bless in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, we pray. Amen. Amen. So Candy, to me, I am the second father. I'm not just a pastor. And I have seen Candy grow from when she was very little, 5. And I remember going to New York, JFK, to get Candy. And at the time, she called the New York Nueva York. Portuguese. So she's a multilingual. She can speak Portuguese, Spanish, French, Lingala, English. And it's amazing. Candy grew up in the church, fearing the Lord. She has served the Lord being a child among other children, mentoring them. God has skilled her. It's amazing to see children mentoring children. It's very rare in this country, with all the distractions that are around us, to see a child acting as a mature person among other children, mentoring them and sharing the love of God and the knowledge of the gospel to them so that they can know the Lord and also serve the Lord. Candy volunteered to be baptized without any pressure, a teenager. She made that commitment, I want to be baptized. I don't see one particular area where Candy is not gifted. And she has so many gifts that at the times it becomes confusing. Candy is a great musician. She can sing. Candy is an intellectual. Candy is a public speaker. She's a teacher. Candy, academically, she's like most of us average people on earth. She's among the most gifted individuals that you will ever meet on the street. Candy is really gifted by God. But put that aside, she's very humble enough to walk along others, humbling herself and serve God. And even when she was in school, her teachers would be impressed. I have attended some of the meetings of the parent in school. Like I said, I am a second dad and my wife is a second mom to Candy. She doesn't call me pastor, she calls me dad. When she texts me and when I text her, I finish with dad. Because I don't know something else I can say. And Candy, I prepared something to say, but they asked me to give a testimony. But what I've intended to say, I wrote that on that booklet over there. Candy is a fighter. I don't know how many people can be as resilient as Candy is. Candy has fought a good fight. Like the Bible says that, fight a good fight. And every fight, she's a winner. She bounces back. The fight comes her way. She fights, she wins, and she keeps going. Most of the people wouldn't survive to go through what Candy has gone through as a child. Can they put you in airplane? You are 5 years old from Angola, come to New York, and to meet the parent at the airport. You're 5? Candy on her own every single year. God has allowed for things to happen to strengthen her. From now on, I want to give you a name. Candy is a gold. Can we? What is a gold? Is one of the most precious what? Stone, right? And gold doesn't come to us in a pure state. When you see gold, it has dirt, etc. It has to go through intense fire to be refined. Then it's most precious. So Candy has been really refined by God through all the fight that she has gone through in her life. And until today, Candy continued to fight. Finishing high school, on the top of her class, going to Pembroke, come to NC State, got a bachelor degree, now in one of the best universities in the world, Johns Hopkins. I was making fun of Johns Hopkins. What did I say when I was there? Andrea, remember that?
John Hopkins.
Johns Hopkins. So Candy, God has blessed her. And I know she will continue to fight. And I see Candy few years from now among those leaders of the world. Candy is not the follower. You see, I'm going to finish by saying three things. There are different types of people on earth. Some people are there to read the news, right? News happen, you read about news. What did Trump do again? So you find the news, right? Some people make news. Candy is a newsmaker. You're going to find out about what Candy is doing. Some people are simply the news themselves. Things happen, the news, I'm looking at the news, so you are the news of the day. But Candy makes the news happen. Then you learn about what Candy has done. I want you to keep that spirit. You are the goal. God has chosen you to keep going higher, higher, and higher. To God be the glory. Amen. Forever and ever. Amen. Amen.
Remember, Candy has a new name, guys. So you remember what it is? Gold. Gold. So every time we see Candy, we're gonna call her what? Gold. That's right.
Gold. Be ready for gold too, but it's all good. One thing that he also mentioned was New York. And how many people in here have been to New York? How many people have been to New York? You guys know how busy New York is. You gotta have passports, you gotta have data, you gotta have information on top of information on top of information. So the fact that Candy was able to do that at the age that she was able to do that with, that's something that all of us are taking note of. And that's also another thing that, of course, we're trying to follow her footsteps as well. Next we have welcome. Welcome and announcements from Pastor Biala. Okay, here we go. Okay, can we clap our hands for him?
I'm a pastor. Even though I look like one. Well, I think today one thing we probably gonna go with everybody is gonna be the resilience in life. And first let me welcome all of you in this place. I think if we are here, I can say one thing happened is an answered prayer. Many times we pray, all of us pray. I'll just tell you a story about prayer. There was this young boy who woke up one morning and they went to church, and he heard that everything you ask God and in prayer, God will give it to you. So the boy decided, when he went back home, he saw a bike. He was like, wow, I like that bicycle. So he went home and he started to pray. He said, God, I need that bicycle. I pray that tomorrow morning, when I wake up in the morning, I want to see a bicycle on my front porch. And in the morning, the boy woke up. The first thing he opened the door and rushed through the front porch. The bicycle was not there. He was like, wow, probably I was not so specific, because the preacher said you have to be very, very specific when you pray. So he went back again the next night. He started to pray. He said, God, I want the bike of this much color, with all the design, all the specific thing he could have possibly imagined. And in the morning, he woke up and got out and looked at the bicycle on the front porch. The bicycle was not there. Then he decided, was like, okay. He went inside the house, and in the house there is a statue of Mary. So the boy picked up that statue and ran in the backyard and went in and broke the trees and came back. The statue was not there anymore. He just left it in the forest. And came back in the house and he prayed. He said, Jesus, if you want to see your mother again, give me the bicycle. Amen. So what I want to say, we're not in the church, I'm sorry. What I want to say is prayer requires work. You can't just pray and expect everything to happen. And Candy prayed. She's a warrior, as the pastor said. That someone who personally, I lived with her all her life. I've seen what she had to go through. And many of you here, if I can remember this day, every table here has a name of the city. Those are all the cities Candice traveled. And those are pretty much where he met everybody in this place. Not necessarily where you're sitting, that's where she met you, but she met all of us in her journey, and all of us who are here has played a role in her life. So I want to give you a warm welcome in this place. Please do not be sad. Take a moment to just rejoice all the time that you spend together with Candy in this place and all your life since you met her. As everybody will say, Candy just told me, we're celebrating a quadruple event. The first one is her birthday. As the title of the Journey to 30, so this, as the pastor already talked about it, so I don't want to go back there. So today we're celebrating her 30th birthday. So she was born on April 1st, 1987. So the birthday passed already, but we're celebrating it today. And the second thing, we're celebrating a graduation. So we know the struggle it is to go to school. I went to school and I'm still struggling. I just got something, but I'm still struggling to reach where she got. So getting where she is, it is something to be so proud of, and I am so proud of this little girl of mine. The third event we're celebrating here is Floka. Who've heard of Floka? Wow, there's a lot of people heard of Floka. Future Leader of Our Community Award. As the pastor said, Candy is my follower. She is a leader, so she always into things trying to improve the life of people in her surrounding. And Floka, someone will come here and will give you all the details about Floka. And then the last thing we're going to celebrate here is networking. I'm not talking about time on the cable. Networking is the fact that we are all here. We were connected in some way. So today when you leave this place, try your best to connect with someone, because connections is the thing that will take you to the next step, the next level. As I work in a convenience store business, many of us who come from Africa or who come new to this country, is usually the first step we take. And because of networking, I've seen a lot of people who come and call my name that I've never even known. I haven't even met, or they just need a job and they'll come, how can you help us? So networking will help us to reach the next step. Nobody reach the next level. There is always someone on your path who will help you to get to where you are. So it is important for us to connect. If we have computers, routers, modems in our houses, it's because they just copy the life in a society. Networking, living together in a community. Thank you and welcome again.
Alright guys, I think we've talked enough for now about Candy's journey. Now it's time to talk about the journey to food. So now it's time for dinner. So at this time, we're going to eat, and we're going to ask that Candy's table gets up and eats first. But the directions are, you're going to go inside and you're going to go through the line and get your food, and then you're going to come right back out. Does that make sense? All right.
It's okay. When you go to jail, I'll bring you some food.
I'll cook you rice and beans.
I'm gonna get that one. I have some.
No. You just said I'll cook you rice and beans. So that means you're gonna be there.
Yeah, catch up, okay?
Yeah,
but thank you.
Okay, this is my little baby story. This is a little side note, Candy. Look, so I was walking, I was like, it's time to eat. I said, yes. I'm ready for some mikate. I'm ready for kwanga. Yes, yes, yes. Right, am I the only person who was like, yes, let's get right. Right? I went over there, they said, you have mushrooms? Crab meat? I'm allergic to mushrooms. He's not man. Okay, yeah, I'm not allergic to mushrooms, but it went well with the story. But we have more testimonies, everything.
Alright, so this time we're going to have Dr. Pascal Mubenga come, and he is going to speak a little bit about candy. So if you guys can give him a round of applause as he comes.
Alright, good evening. Thank you, Candy, for giving me the opportunity to share a couple words with you in the presence of all these good-looking people. I've known Candy for a long time, really long time. Really proud of her for what she has been able to accomplish. I remember our conversations. I remember our debates. But I'm really proud of her to get to this point. But there are a couple of things that I would like to share with Candy and everybody else. I'm going to go with the story of Paul and Timothy, as I would like to leave you guys with something just to think about. In life, you're never going to get to the point of Candy without having a Paul in your life. Everybody needed Paul in life. I know we all go to church, or pretty much most of us go to church. There are a lot of things that we learn about the Bible, but sometimes we got to be able to apply those concepts in our life as well. Without Paul, Timothy could not be what he ended up being. Without Paul, Candy, you are not going to be where you are today. There are a lot of Pauls here that's been able to impact Candy's life. Sometimes we take a long way to achieve our goals, but smart people sometimes they take a shortcut because they had Paul in their life. That they were able to avoid some of the mistakes that other people made, and they were able to listen and straight go to the goal. Candy, you had some Paul. You know your Paul in your life. But don't just stop there. You need to be a Paul for somebody else as well. There are a lot of people that are looking up to you today. They would like for your advice. They would like to know about your mistakes. They would like to know about your challenges as well, so that they will avoid them, even go quicker to the goal. When I'm referring to Paul and Timothy, two things that come in my mind. Mentorship. Paul was able to mentor Timothy. And Candy benefited from those Pauls. And there are a lot of Timothys here that Candy is going to be able to impact their lives as well. Number two, Coco said is networking. Paul was not able to get to the point where he was without someone introducing him to a place. So I don't care how smart you are, I don't care how talented you are, if you do not know how to network, you may arrive to where you want to go, but there are going to be challenges ahead of you. Easier for you to be able to network. You network with your community, you network with outsiders as well. So my advice to you, Candy, you benefited from Paul, let other Timothy benefit from you as well. We're really proud of you. We know you're going to go far. I know I came here a little bit late when Pastor Jean-Pierre was talking, and I know you're going to go further. Not only with degree, but to be able to accomplish other things. Networking is going to take you far enough. Thank you.
I'm sorry, there's something I gotta point out that was kind of funny to me. Right when Dr. Pascal started speaking and everything, and there was still some people talking and whatnot. Mama Chantal, she turned around, she said, hey, stop talking. She said, that's my man out there. I I'm telling you, I need a wife like that, boy. Oh yeah, the program. Next, all right. So we have a special guest ready to speak and give some good words. You want him to come around to you, Miss Queen? Cause you just so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Turn over hand, please.
Hi everyone. Again, just welcome and I hope you're enjoying yourself. We're moving to the part of the evening where we talk about, money. When you received the invitation, we talked about FLOCA being the spotlight of this evening, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about FLOCA and why it's being spotlighted, but also hand it off to our board member who's going to do the actual explanation and collecting of funds, so please be ready. But FLOCA, just as Dr. Pascal spoke, FLOCA is what I wish I had when I started school. FLOCA is the idea of helping each other in the community. The people that come after us shouldn't be making the same mistakes that we made. That's just not how that should work. And so FLOCA is supposed to be mentoring young people who are in middle school, high school, all the way to college to help them succeed. And it's really our baby. It's something we started, something that did not exist before. But we're hoping that it's going to continue moving forward. But in order for that to happen, it has to be funded. So to explain a little more about that, I'm going to call Nora Okoye to come forward.
Good evening, everyone. As Gandhi said, I'm just going to give a few pointers or touch on FLOCA. Myself, Gandhi, as well as Ms. Giselle Paul, we are some of the board members. We also have a former board member here as well, Dr. Pascal, or Dr. Mubenga. Right. Gotta give us credit. Basically, FLOCA again is Future Leaders of Our Community Award, and it is focused on high school, middle school Congolese students here in North Carolina. We give out a scholarship each year to, it's merit-based, so to Congolese seniors that have done well, and they don't have to, at least one parent has to be Congolese, and we don't like do a background check or anything like that. We believe you. Anywho, the biggest thing is, as Gandhi said, FLOCA is something that I as well wish I had before I went to school. We're the same age group, so basically there are a lot of us have came here within the past 20 years or so, depending on age, and we just kind of found our way. And what typically happens is more like the brain drain, right? Like we know that a lot of people that were well educated, that left the continent of Africa or their respective native homes, they came to the US, they went to Canada, Europe, they found a better life for themselves, but all those educated people left their developing home country or whatnot. And so what's kind of happened here in the community is a lot of people go and they find their paths, they get successful in their careers or whatever, and they stay in their corner. They're not telling the younger generations, as Gandhi was saying, the mistakes they made. Hey, I did this, you should do this, or maybe this is a good idea. And so the biggest thing with FLOCA is education empowerment through servant leadership. So we've all come together to basically put our different collective stories and said, how can we help those after us to not make the same mistakes as we made, to not get into debt, because I have college debt, like I am, like different ways that people can get in school for free or different opportunities, different careers, because majority of us are Africans or whatnot, but everyone wants their child to be a doctor, everyone wants their child to be a lawyer, everyone wants their child to be an engineer. Not everyone has bedside manners, not everyone's good at math, not everyone likes to read or whatnot. And there's so many different careers out there, but people don't know if they don't talk, if they don't network, if they don't share their journey. It's like everyone gets to school, they go there. So we have FLOCA, which is basically to tap into our young kids, the middle school kids, because it starts early, honestly. Like if you talk to your white counterparts or even Indian counterparts or Chinese counterparts, a lot of them start thinking about college or post-secondary education in middle school. Like last summer I went to UNC Chapel Hill with my cousin and baby sister, and they were juniors. and they were like learning about like material sciences, a lot of dorky stuff. And there were people, 12-year-olds, like that went to Chapel Hill High School, that are like asking questions. And I'm telling my sister and cousin, like, y'all are 17, why aren't you asking these questions? You know, and they're like shy because it's something that they're not really pushed to do. Like, and our homes were encouraged to, you know, stay good in school, but it's more than that. You have to understand that we have to be competitive and we have to share our journey. So, for FLOCA to be successful, we need money. Like, we don't use FLOCA for anything but money. Like, you donate to our page, you give us a check, it goes straight to our account, and we write those scholarships out to our applicants or whatnot. So if you could really pull out your checkbooks, your cards, you know, you can send me a message. I take cash, I have a receipt book. I promise it's FLOCA's money, it's not my money. Anything will help. $1, $10, $100, whatever, you know, blesses your heart, and, you know, Lord says, hey, bless them with this, you know. We won't say no, because it's really for these kids. And college is expensive. It's getting more expensive as each year goes on, and if there's any way that we can help anyone in the state of North Carolina that wants to pursue their dream career, whatever it may be, I think it will be important for us to contribute to this organization, which we literally have like cried, stressed about, and we really want to see this successful, and we really want to see our children's children benefit from this organization. And we would love for it to be just as big as like the Gates Millennium Scholars and like the Coca-Cola Scholars and stuff like that. Questions or anything, definitely feel free to come ask me, Gandhi, Yagiselle, Tonton Pascal. Hit us up on our email. We have a website, www.floca.org, F-L-O-C-A. We have a Facebook page. If you have any questions, like, you know, my child needs help with homework, or my child is struggling with this, or is there any programs that my kids can do over the summer, or any ideas, we will, if we don't have the answers, we'll help you get the answers or whatnot. If you have an opportunity, like say you're a mechanic and you have an apprenticeship opportunity, maybe there's someone in the community that wants to be a mechanic, wants to start their own business. Let us know so we can let the youth know so they can also get involved. The biggest thing is giving back to the community, and the best way you can do that at this point is pulling out your wallet, pulling out your checkbook, and doing that. But thanks again for coming out to celebrate Gandhi and her journey to 30. And FLOCA is very passionate to her. She has a big passion for education. And thanks, that's all.
All right. And like Nora said, FLOCA is definitely an amazing program that's out right now. I personally was too old to be blessed by FLOCA, but I know I would have applied when I was in high school. Something about Candy is that Candy is very dedicated to education. It's pretty obvious. But she definitely encourages youth, those who are younger than her, to still pursue a higher part of education. So when Candy says something about FLOCA, I'm like, okay, I'm listening, because you see what she does and you want to like top that or be like how she is. So next we have another testimony, and it is going to be by Papa Buenza. Is he in the house? You are. All right, give it up for him as he comes to the stage.
Bien, à la différence de tous ceux qui m'ont précédé, je voudrais m'adresser à quelqu'un en français, puisque je sais que le temps que nous venions ici, avant que nous nous installions définitivement, nous avons connu Gandhi dans l'église. L'interprétation en plusieurs endroits, à l'église et dans d'autres rencontres aussi. Nous ne t'avons pas vu assez souvent dans la ville de Raleigh. Et je comprends que pendant tout le temps que tu ne passes ici, tu es à l'école quelque part, en train d'étudier. Et c'est sur ça que je voudrais concentrer ce que je voudrais te dire. C'est dur quand on va à l'école, on va à l'université, on termine, on va poursuivre ses études et on va terminer.
C'est pas facile, même si on est jeune, parce que aussi nous fêtons 30 ans maintenant. Et après tout, on arrive toujours à un bout. Et tu as compris que toutes les fois que tu es arrivé à un bout, niveau, chez nous, ce serait à l'école primaire, et tu es allé à l'école secondaire, tu termines, tu vas à l'université. Toutes les fois que tu arrives à un bout, tu commences une autre vie. Pour dire que la vie ne s'arrête jamais. Je vais vous raconter à vous tous une anecdote. Nous sommes allés à l'école, à l'internat, en même temps que nos parents, notre père, notre mère. Et dans l'internat où nous sommes allés, avant l'indépendance bien sûr du Congo, les étudiants, c'est comme ça que les missionnaires appelaient les élèves, en dehors de ceux de l'école primaire, et les autres c'était des étudiants. Aujourd'hui, on parlerait de corvées, mais ce n'était pas des corvées, nous comprenons bien que ce n'était pas des corvées. Quand on était célibataire, on arrivait à l'école secondaire, et pour ceux qui étaient très tôt, sont allés très tôt à l'école primaire, à 15 ans, 14-15 ans, on allait à l'école secondaire. Les missionnaires nous donnaient un champ à cultiver de 20 mètres de chaque côté, 400 mètres carrés à chaque étudiant. Quand vous venez, en fait, on vous donnait un champ comme ça, plein de manioc, etc. Vous pouvez le consommer comme vous voulez. On vous donnait une superficie de 400 mètres carrés. Si vous étiez marié, et malheureusement à cette époque-là, les années 50, il y a des gens qui venaient de l'intérieur, mariés, avant 20 ans, avec leurs femmes. Et si vous êtes dans un cas comme ça, on vous donnait un champ de 1000 mètres carrés, 50 mètres sur 20, que vous labourez à la roue. Et je me rappelle, avec notre père, nous devions tous aller dans leur champ à eux, parce qu'ils étaient mariés, travailler dur pour qu'ils viennent dans nos champs à nous. Et nous étions deux frères qui nous trouvaient à l'école secondaire. Donc nous avions au total 1800 mètres carrés à labourer. Et ça, c'est un espace d'environ 2 mois, 3 mois. Si vous ne terminez pas ça, vous pouvez être renvoyé de l'école. Mais là où je vais en arriver, c'est sur le repos. Après avoir labouré comme ça, on avait mal au dos, on était fatigué, on renversait la roue, on enfonçait dans la terre et on s'asseyait sur la roue, la partie métallique. Et je me rappelle une fois, papa se retourne, il nous voit fatigué. Mais on a une grande superficie à labourer, et on est fatigué. Comme si c'était une blague. Mais il dit, ici on est venu pour venir travailler. Et si vous voulez du repos ici, je dis c'était très dur ce qu'il dit. Le bon repos c'est de l'autre côté. Quand on a quitté cette terre, on peut aller au repos éternel. Mais sur la terre ici, il faut travailler. Donc, c'est jamais fini le travail. Et ici, le travail d'étude. Nous sommes fiers de toi, après tout, comme beaucoup d'autres enfants ici, de ce que tu as fait, juste là, parce que nous pensons, à la suite de ce que nous avons dit, que ce n'est pas fini. C'est la fin et c'est le début de notre étape. Quand tu croiras que tu as terminé, tu réfléchis, tu verras que tu auras commencé une nouvelle étape et la vie est faite de cette manière-là. Et le témoignage qui est fait ici, depuis passer Jean-Pierre, c'est ton attachement à Dieu. Et je crois que le terme est ici, si tu es dedicated to the Lord, à l'église, mais dans la famille aussi. dans la société. Tout ce que nous apprenons ici sur Floka, etc. C'est une dédicace de toi-même à l'église, à la famille, dans la société, et demain, pourquoi pas, dans ton foyer, etc. Ça ne s'arrêtera jamais. Et toute le foi que tu auras donné, je te rappelle, c'est biblique ça, c'est plus de bonheur pour toi que de recevoir. Mais il faut aussi savoir recevoir. Si pas des hommes, mais Dieu a eu un plan et a un plan pour toi. Et vous méritez ça, pour que tu continues à recevoir de la part de Dieu ce que tu crois être en train de donner aux autres. Et que la vie que Dieu t'a donnée soit une vie plus bénie encore. Et 30 ans, c'est encore rien, c'est pas beaucoup. Il y en a ici qui ont 2 fois, et qui sont en train d'aller à 2 fois et demi, à 3 fois ce que tu as. Et Dieu continuera à te bénir et sois constante comme tu as été jusque là où tu es. Que demain, quand nous pouvons venir, nous continuons à confirmer ce qui est dit de toi aujourd'hui. Et tu n'aurais pas été ce que tu es aujourd'hui sans les parents. Et nous sommes parents. Nous voulons nous adresser aussi à papa et à maman. Merci de ce que vous avez fait. Nous en savons quelque chose, nous en savons beaucoup pour amener les enfants au niveau où se trouve Candy aujourd'hui. Et ça, c'est aujourd'hui, c'est le fruit de ce que vous avez fait. Et à vous aussi. Je veux dire que je m'excuse beaucoup, c'est que notre père, il est parti, nous disait toujours, jusqu'au moment où coucher le nez et regarde le ciel, où je ne saurais plus parler, mais tant que Dieu me donnera la voix, je parlerai toujours. Et continuerai à vous conseiller, continuer à vous guider. Et c'est ce que nous faisons comme parents. C'est ce que vous avez fait jusqu'à maintenant et votre travail n'est pas terminé. Et pas seulement vous, pasteur et tous les autres qui ont pu apporter quelque chose pour Candy, pour qu'elle arrive là où elle est. Nous voulons vous dire merci. Merci beaucoup. Et que Dieu vous bénisse tous. Que Dieu te bénisse.
Can't translate everything, but what I did catch that A said is, Candy, you've been something to the city of Raleigh. The work is definitely not finished. Next we have a really short, another short testimony from Papa Zodurula. Can we give him a hand, please?
Comme celui qui m'a précédé, moi aussi je vais m'exprimer en français. Bien cher Candy, te voici arrivé au terme d'une étape très importante du cycle que tu avais décidé d'embrasser. Point n'est besoin d'insister sur le fait que le cheminement a été non seulement long, mais également très exigeant. Néanmoins, avec une bonne dose de volonté, de détermination, de persévérance, de privation, et avec l'aide du Seigneur, tu as passé le cap. C'est ce qui, principalement, justifie que aujourd'hui, nous puissions nous retrouver dans ce lieu pour venir partager l'immense joie qui t'habite en ce moment et t'exprimer nos vives félicitations pour ce très bon exemple qui, j'espère, ne manquera pas de susciter de l'émulation au sein de notre communauté. Ce bon exemple est aussi notre façon d'honorer les parents qui n'ont pas lésiné sur les moyens pour apporter un encadrement adéquat tout au long de ton cheminement. Il reste bien entendu qu'à travers les parents, honneur et fierté vont également à toute la communauté congolaise. Pour moi, ce que tu viens de réaliser est une interpellation à toute une série, à un nombre de nos compatriotes de Valais. En effet, tu nous donnes l'opportunité de revenir sur ce que j'avais écrit en son temps, m'adressant à la communauté congolaise. En effet, je m'explique. Il y a 5 ou 6 ans, notre bien-aimé frère, le docteur Moulenga, ici avec nous, se propose d'organiser une rencontre avec les parents de notre paroisse de l'époque au sujet de leurs enfants. Le staff dirigeant a approuvé l'initiative et aussitôt on a fixé une date et le message avait été communiqué aux paroissiens. C'était très intéressant. Le but était d'apprendre aux parents comment ils peuvent utilement accompagner leurs enfants dès les premières années de leur admission à l'école. Le thème a été, l'orateur a résumé essentiellement, sur 2 points suivants. 1. La lecture. Les parents avaient été, disons, invités à inculquer dès le début à leurs enfants le goût de la lecture. Parce que lorsque un enfant ne sait pas lire, il risque d'éprouver d'énormes difficultés pour la suite. C'est ainsi, par exemple, à l'école, au fur et à mesure que l'élève passe de classe, il lui est imposé un nombre défini de mots à lire à la minute, un nombre de livres à lire en une semaine ou par mois, etc., etc. Deuxièmement, les maths. Il avait été conseillé aux parents de beaucoup intéresser leurs enfants aux mathématiques. Pourquoi les mathématiques? Parce que les mathématiques vont les préparer aux sciences, c'est-à-dire la clé qui va leur ouvrir les portes des universités prestigieuses. C'était vraiment, comme je disais tout à l'heure, c'était très intéressant et instructif. Cependant, malgré le fait que d'une part, la rencontre était programmée un samedi dans l'après-midi et que d'autre part, la participation était gratuite. Mais qu'est-ce qu'on a constaté le jour J? C'était très désolant et regrettable que la présence des parents était tout à fait en deçà des attentes. Et en termes de comparaison, sur 10 familles présentes, on a pu dénombrer que 4 Congolaises et les 6 autres représentaient les frères et sœurs du Congo-Brazzaville. Et pourtant, ils n'étaient pas membres de la paroisse. Comme quoi, on n'est jamais prophète chez soi. Je connais et comprends bien les contraintes que nous rencontrons dans ce pays. Néanmoins, il me semble que parmi nos priorités, l'instruction des enfants doit occuper une place de choix. Pour terminer, quelqu'un a dit, qui veut la fin, prend les moyens. C'est pourquoi, bien cher Candy, je t'encourage à maintenir la discipline qui t'a guidé jusqu'à maintenant, afin que, avec l'aide du Seigneur, que tu puisses encore avoir l'occasion de t'offrir l'occasion de nous assembler tels que nous sommes aujourd'hui. Nous t'aimons et sommes très fiers de toi. Bon anniversaire.
I am truly at a loss for words. First and foremost, thank you all for just showing up. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me. And it really truly means a lot to me. Especially considering that it's been a bit of a nightmare to get here. But I am grateful for the support and the love and the friendship that I have in all of you. A special thank you to my mom and dad who have sacrificed so much for me to be here. Let me give you guys a little bit of a background story. A few years ago, my dad said, I think it was my 20th birthday, so I guess 10 years ago. Oof. Oh God. My dad was like, you know, if you do not make it to get a PhD, well, nothing else matters. That's the goal that I have for you, so that's what you're gonna work towards. And I'm like, I guess, I will. But the deal was, if you do your part of going to school and taking care of business, then we will do our part to support you.
Yes.
And they did that. They did exactly that. I went through undergrad and I graduated with 0 debt. Yeah. And while I can say, well, you know, I got scholarships. Yes, I did get scholarships. My athletic scholarship covered most of my costs, but it wasn't everything. And so my parents covered the rest of that. And for that, I will eternally be grateful. But I moved out of North Carolina, went to Arkansas, went to Tennessee, went to Mississippi. I went everywhere. And decided that I wanted to go get my master's. And I moved back home. So most of you here know that I've been in Raleigh for the last 2 years, but a lot of people don't know that I'm home. But it was to come home and live for free. So I could pay for school. And, you know, for the past 2 years, I did just that. And I graduated from Johns Hopkins University, 0 net. Yeah. And that wouldn't be possible without the support of my incredible mom and dad who, man, you should hear the stories. I won't tell them all, but you should hear the stories. But also it wouldn't be possible without your prayers, without your calls of encouragement, without your support and feeding me. You know I'm always eating. Without the random moments to allow me just to just release some stress. Tonight was not just about celebrating my birthday. It's not just about celebrating my graduation. Nora is gonna go around and she's gonna start asking for money from table to table as we're dancing. But the biggest part also was to network. I wouldn't be here without the network and the support that I had. Tonto Pascal has been my mentor through most of my adult life, helping me figure out what's next and what should I do. And a couple of my other mentors were able to introduce me to programs I would have never known. And at every table, you all have people around you who have access to so many resources and so much that they can share with you. All you have to do is ask. So my hope is, as we're dancing, you're also going to find someone around you interesting, and talk to them and figure out what they do and walk away with someone new who can help you do something that you want to do with yourself. Okay? We started a little late, so unfortunately we don't have as much of the window that we planned for networking. But inside there's a whole room with tables set. If you meet someone or you've learned something about someone that you want to just connect with them and talk to them, it's in there. Go and take advantage of that. And then there's going to be the dance floor, and we're going to dance, and then we're going to do a little more networking. So it's a mixture of dance, networking, mingling, asking questions, giving some money. Yes, we're going to get money. But also really just having a good time and celebrating all the many, many, many things that we have to celebrate. But final thing, I would say a big thank you to Latoya. Where are you? She's hiding. Oh, okay. My friend Latoya drove from Arkansas. Oh, she's right there.
Jeez, wow.
So when I say the power of networking, she drove from Arkansas to come and support me. You know the little fish that you see swimming around? All her. She helped put this together and relieve stress while I was reading and I was doing homework. She was planning and she was calling. We spent 2 hours on the phone talking about flowers. That's how much time she put into this. But guys, that's friendship. That's networking. That is resources that we have all around us. So I hope you find someone that will help you do something that you want to do, whether it's school or a business. There are doctors, there are nurses, there are paralegals, there are fashion designers, there are people with all kinds of skills and resources. Meet someone, make a new friend. That's my challenge to you. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you.
I saw so many young people here. I am really so happy to see young people. They are the next generation. You have already heard much about Candide, so I will not speak about Candide or his parents. They are close friends. Candide's father, your father is a very smart man. He had the highest grade in the Congo in Examen d'Etat, which is a high school competition for the whole country. Your father was the winner of that prize that year. And your mom is no less smart. She was a nurse already going to Europe and came here, started school. I was with her at WebTech, dropped, went back and still graduated. So you come from two blood that are smart people. So I'm not surprised that Candide is smart. But the reason I want to talk to the young people, I wish what Papa Zodulwa and Papa Wensa have said was fully translated, because these are very important people in our country. Papa Zodulwa, a banker, these are very important people, and for them to come and say the things they say, I hope you value that. But the reason I want to talk to you young people, because I'm not seeing many of you are graduating, you're going into school, you're going to work, but I don't see millionaire. I don't see the drive to have a lot of money in the young people. In Texas, Houston, it has 2,000 millionaire African black American, 2,000 of them, most of whom are Nigerian. Texas, here in the US. But I've not seen a lack of drive to make a lot of money in our community. That's wrong. You, at your age, must determine yourself in the next 5 years to have made at least $500,000 to the least, or $1 million. You have to set goals. I've been trying to preach to Candide, stop trying to help everybody. Work for yourself, make money, but it is in her heart to help people. I can't stop her because she's cautious by Dr. Pascal. Dr. Pascal is the same. He wanted to help me for my GMAT, for my master's degree at the school at NC State to get a master's degree. This man, for free. He will meet me on the Saturday to help me for the exam. And it continues with Candide now, I see. I try to tell Candide, make money, forget this, try to help everybody. No, she wants to help the people. But this is very important. There are 3 S's in life, 3. Stability, success, significance. How many points in life? Number 1, what? Stability. Number 2, number 3, significance. Number 1, stability means to know Jesus Christ as your Savior and Lord. You make sure you are saved. If you were to die, you go to heaven. That's the most important thing. But very next to it, you want to have education. That's what you have. You want to have work. You want to make the money. Because we are here and she said she's going to collect what? Money. To rent here, they want what? Money. To go to church tomorrow, to rent the place where you go to church, they want what? Money. No, it's very, very important. We do not have a million. The reason I'm not a PhD, it's not that I cannot do. I told my wife the PhD means philosophy. They think so much, they don't make money. I don't want to do PhD. Still go, continue, go get the PhD, but don't forget to have a plan to make the money. No, I'm very serious. Stability means faith in God, education, work, to save money, to produce money, and have enough in order to help somebody else. Stability means have friends, attend church, have a community when there is a problem, you can call somebody. That's stability. Stability means to have some insurance, to have a doctor, to have a way to live with the basic, with transportation, with the food, with ability to be able to rent for yourself. That's stability. But the next after that is called success. This is success to have, for Pamo to have a daughter to graduate. When she gets married next, I pray for you for marriage. It's coming. When she gets married, that success of not her, that success of who? Of Bamboo and Suzanne. That's the success of the parents to see their children graduate, get married, and being success means to start a business besides your work, to have more than you need. That's success. But after you've been successful in life, you ask yourself, is that all there is? For me, just to make a lot of money, travel and build houses, whatever, drive expensive cars, what is left to do? I want to help somebody. I want to leave a legacy. And that's what she's doing already. So I try, my role with Candide is always to remind her, girl, you want to help the whole world. But avoid to be poor. Because a poor person cannot help somebody. Guys, you don't want to be poor. Poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's what it means. So I'm just telling you, very, very important. Have some drive to make the money. Have some plans to be productive. Have a dream one day to leave a legacy with Floka. But if you are broke, those who raise the money, I raise money for some causes. Because they see I have money, they give money. When you are broke, you call people to give. They don't give because they feel like you're going to use it for you to become stable. Do you understand that? Yes. Very, very important. Make the money so you can raise the money. So I'm finishing here. Discover what is stock market. Don't live in the US and you are not aware of what stock market is. No stock, you don't buy stock. No, that's not smart. You can't be in school and you don't know nothing about investments. You can't leave school, you're in college, you finish college, and you don't know how to start a business and run a business. That has to stop. I will invite you to come see me for the Floka. I will try to help a little bit. But my point here is, you guys have to have money for us to start giving money. If we see you are so broke, I don't want to give my money to people who are broke. Because I want rich people. I stop here. I just came to tell you that younger people make some dreams and to make the money. By the time you leave Earth, you have dropped something significant. God bless you.
Applause. What's up? Okay. Are y'all ready to dance? Okay, so I lied. I have one more speaker. Well, not one more. We're gonna give a 5-minute window to anyone who wasn't able to say something, especially Candy's friends. You guys have 1 minute. Like, I mean, 60 seconds. Like, not 10 minutes, but 1 minute. Okay. To say something to Candy. She's always going to come and she's going to be our first 1 minute person. Anybody who's next, just come up here. You don't have to wait and just say something really quickly. Thanks, guys.
Candy. I just want to say it's been a blessing knowing you. We met through Facebook. I didn't even know she lived here. I was literally praying to meet Congolese women who are inspiring, encouraging, because most of my friends were not Congolese, West Africans. And I had a group on Facebook, I think it was Noah, somebody from another state mentioned Candy Pamba who lived in Raleigh. And I was like, okay, how come I don't know her? And we met and we just bonded. Like, we had lunch and immediately we bonded, we talked for hours. My girls love Auntie Candy. She's just so sweet and giving, and she's just very passionate about giving. You need Candy to tutor anything. She's there for you, and that's her passion, that's, you know, where God is leading her. And I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing and giving back. I know you're a hard worker, and everything that you want in life, I know you're going to succeed. I know it's been hard, but keep pushing through. We're very proud of you. Emmanuel couldn't be here, but we just want to say congratulations and thank you for being so passionate about Floka. Without you knowing Tonton Pascal, I would have given up by now, as you know. But I just thank God for bringing you guys around. I just had an idea, and then he brought you guys for all of us to make it happen. So thank you very much for your commitment.
first.
Hi everyone, my name is Monique. I met Candy freshman year of high school, was 2002. I'm not gonna brag and everything on Candy. We already know how fantastic she is, and fabulous, and smart, resilient. Resilient is the key word I use for Candy all the time. But what I want you to know is that although this event is for several things, really we're here to support you. I don't want you to worry about anything, okay? I want you to enjoy your night with everyone around you who loves you, okay? Whatever you gotta do tomorrow, don't think about it tonight, think about it tomorrow. I mean, y'all probably know, but you call her, every time I call her, hey Candy, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to go to blah, blah, blah. Oh, I gotta get ready. I'm like, when you gonna sit down? The one time that she was doing nothing was when she was sick. I want you to do nothing because you want to do nothing. I want you to go out, say, yeah, I'm about to grab some lunch, come back home, watch TV. I'm not gonna do anything today. And I'd probably be like, are you sick? I want you to say, no, I'm good, I'm just taking the day off. So please do that tonight. Like I said, don't worry about anything you have to do tomorrow. Worry about it tomorrow, because today is for you. And of course I'll live.
So I think a lot of the young adults around my age.
Can you sing that song you can?
So,
can you sing that song?
I know exactly what song he's talking about. But we promised that the last time we did it, and the last time was the last time. So who knows when we'll actually stop singing it. But my excuse this time is we don't have all the parts. So, but anyways, I think all the young adults here can understand what I say what I'm about to say now is the difficulty of the duality of being both Congolese and American at the same time. And Candy has been one of the biggest role models to me of how to do that. And just with my first time hearing about FLOCA was a few months ago when I was reading about this event, and it really touched me because I'm in a place right now where I'm personally wanting to have that same success and significance in my life that you are being an amazing role model to all of us. I think that all of us, we can learn something from you, and I really respect you for that. Coming from the childhood that, like, I'm terrible with dates. I don't remember when we met. I just know you lived with us and you were a big sister. You made me play with Barbie dolls. But I remember just for the longest time, you and Esperance were just the biggest role models to me. But very different people, but both with a lesson to learn from you. And the lesson that I think everybody has echoed is your resiliency and your dedication to just serve people. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve myself. So I respect you for that. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you.
We have another friend. I kind of want somebody from the friend table, the VIP table. We gotta have at least one of you guys say something nice.
Nora already went, so.
Okay, true. Okay, all right, there we go. I was about to pass the mic.
Kandi, as you know, I'm a keep it straightforward person, and I know everybody's waiting to dance. Everybody has talked about your giving, your accomplishments. I'm going to talk about you as a person. Kandi is not only my friend, Kandi is my sister, truly. Kandi is one of the most honest, genuine people I've ever met. I know you'll continue to do it, but continue to do that, continue to be you. You has gotten you this far, as everyone has talked about, and you, along with God, will take you everywhere else you need to go, wherever that is. So thank you for being you, my friend, my sister, and thank you for being whatever you are to everyone else in this room. We're here to celebrate you.
All right, look. I gotta stretch my legs a little bit. That's why I've been standing up so much. We got the DJ in the back ready to get some music popping and everything like that. So what I'm gonna need each and every one of you guys to do is just go ahead and stand up. It's okay. Go ahead, stand up. Just stand up. Stand up. DJ, we go ahead and get ready. Get right. Me and my twin sister, we're gonna be on the mic acting foolish, so you guys just go ahead and just have a good time. There's gonna be places in the back where you guys can network with the people, just as Candy said. DJ K, of course, he's definitely gonna be playing music for us, and we'll just be walking around. So you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for everything, okay?
All right.
One day, bello. I call look if I follow. One day you must know. See, I come from East and the street, brother, you know. It's only that I come from East. Oh yeah, I've had so many friends. And like people think like they're oh
this other girl, best friend, and I like met her in the middle of a very bad breakup, and then like the new girlfriend, her gynecologist, my college friend's mom, who lives in Philly, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, how's your mama? Right, right. I know all about the things that are even separation. Oh yeah, I believe it.
For my ghetto, never forget where I go from. I just want to show.
Come circle around, baby. Come circle around, baby. All the ladies, all the ladies. This is when y'all throw out the money. Invest in Rover. Invest.
Circle is wide. Break.
David, finish with that.
Why am I
Merci pour tout le monde qui est venu. Nous rendons grâce à Dieu parce que nous savons qu'il y a un proverbe qui dit « ça prend un village pour élever un enfant ». Et nous avions vu les villages ici présents, les villages de la famille, les villages de l'église, les villages des amis. Et nous rendons grâce à Dieu. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, we also just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you and especially congratulations and happy birthday to Candy. Today was a very special day for all of us to see that a little bit of the work from mom and dad and ourselves, siblings and family, what we were able to accomplish, and the community as well. The support and they brought to Candy to be able to accomplish this, and we think that through the outpouring of love that everyone showed this evening. And to Candy, I just can't forget when she was young, she was always jumping, and I remember Papa Legisango used to say, hey, you need to watch how you're gonna fall. And up to this day, Candy grown up, she's still jumping. So it's really good, and that's why she's been able to accomplish this, because she really don't rest much. Like I also want to say, if I have to echo what Monique said, is that learn also to take it. And a good break always will bring forth a good result when you start something new. So always take a time to take a break and rest in the rest of God. Thank you.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Everything has been told, but I can say that we are proud of Candy for what she's been doing, for what she is for us and for the family, and what she's be doing again in the future. Right now I don't have nothing to give her. Candy, I bless you. I bless you. I bless you. I bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm proud of you. And you mean something in our life. and in our family, and in the community, and in the church. You are somebody. You are not a toy. You are a real person, useful, helpful.
A gold.
Man, that God bless you.
Yeah.
And here we learn something. You are gold. Remain gold and shine in your lifetime until you keep inspiring people for the glory of the Lord.
Amen.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Take a picture.